high Barcelona line would suffer at the expense of Mbappe and Vinicius and Rodrigo. And what was the final score? Real Madrid 0, Barcelona 4. And that really was the thump on the table, wasn't it, from Hansi Flick and his team?
It was a gorgeous game of football. Not because Barcelona won, but because of how they did it. Their line, their high defensive line was utterly brilliantly executed. I think you know, because you were working on the night, how many times Mbappe was caught offside that night. Nearly into, was it double figures?
It was, and he scored twice, both from offside positions.
12 times maybe flagged off, 2 goals disallowed. And when Barcelona erupted, for example, the pass from Casado to Lewandowski, the cross, I think, from Rafinha to one of the best headers of Lewandowski's career. But the one that genuinely really stuck out for me was Lamine announcing himself. His first goal in a Clasico, your commentary on that is classic, is iconic. Top corner, right foot. And there was a blitz of goals whereby the reigning champions of Europe and Spain were left thinking, well, okay, you can have a bad day at the office, but what's happening here? And I go very strong on this line about what Barcelona have done this season is very, very good for world football, simply because so much of what they've done has been swashbuckling, has been daring, exhilarating, inspirational. And we all live in a world where we want young boys and girls to say, I aspire to be like that, I aspire to play like that. And that Clasico certainly will have echoed around the world, not just for Barcelona fans, but for people who love football, I think.
Well, they've outscored everyone, and they have a fair case for being, as you say, the most entertaining team this season. The street sweepers are going to have their work cut out tomorrow morning, but most of them are Barcelona fans, or will be Barcelona fans, so they won't be too bothered about that.
Yeah, there'll be the occasional Espanyol fan in this neighbourhood.
Yeah, you would have feel for him or her.
The fact that this is stemming straight from a 2-0 defeat, a merited defeat in the end, but at Cornellà, well, listen, when we see windows that are shuttered up, then we'll know. Pericos.
Curtains closed, Pericos behind the closed curtains. So after that huge Clasico win, they then beat, talking about Espanyol, that was then the game against Espanyol, the first meeting against their Catalan neighbours.
Do you remember what doing they took Barcelona even though they won?
Well,
such a doing.
Well,
they just beat Espanyol, applied what they'd learned at Osasuna, and beat the offside trap, couldn't score.
Absolutely. Well, did score, but both times offside.
I mean, the number of times that they should have done.
And a third goal, but Joffre, the ball had gone before he crossed, so that didn't count either. But as you say, it was closer than Scotland suggested. We'll get back to these magnificent images. We'll get back to the story of the season and going through the heroes of what has been a remarkable title-winning campaign for Football Club Barcelona. But we're going to take a short break.